And welcome to this, whatever this is. So, in terms of the upgrades going for the concrete production, those are going good. In terms of, is this maxed out yet? No, it's not. But it's going to have to wait until after the concrete plant is maxed out. Yes, indeed. It's going to be the way I'm doing it. And so, with that, let's see here. I'm at 60 prestige stars, so maybe soon enough, this will actually begin to be something. Because it needs 75 total to get the radio tech. The radio tech is a very nice unit, I've heard. Supposedly, it makes the Ancient Sentinel fight, like, easier. But not much easier if you already have, like, what's the word for it? All the stuff that you, like, really need to, like, fight it? I don't know. Whatever I'm saying, it's, something of great obvious interest or something. Or is it? Never know. It's this kind of thing. I'm gonna go here and we're gonna build a power boat to consume the skulls. Then obviously I'm gonna build 2 widgets and a laurel. And then I'll need to go do some gear farming at New Haven. Gear farming at New Haven is always a thing to supplement supply of gears, which is currently pretty low. In other news, I've got these things are nearly promoted, and then I can promote this, I guess, and see where I go from there. Yeah, see where I go from there. I don't need any more lightning troops. I need just some straight up Arctic troopers. Because they are cold immune. They are definitely cold immune. Now then, sandworms. I'm gonna do the sandworms real quickly. I mean, it might not be as quick as some might imagine. They are the sandworms. This encounter does take a minute to actually defeat. But no matter. It will not be an issue. Because I can just win. Hopefully. Get a low roll on the tank attack, of course. A lower roll as well. What is the roll value on these things anyways? 168 and 252. Yeah, so it's 180 is definitely on the lower end of that spectrum. Definitely on the lower end. Okay, that'll die to the flame. And then this thing will do its attack. Do nothing. And it will also die. And that is +1 teeth. Always a great sight to behold. So I got Raider Scouts I could do, but I'm gonna go to the world map instead. And I'm gonna start off by looking at the ocean. There's no bosses out here on the ocean. So we'll do this stuff instead. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Northern Frontier. Back to the Frontier and back to Recoil Ridge. I definitely could use the Tier 3 resources. I definitely could use to actually clear out the Silver Wolves again as well. Just for like SP. You know, maybe some gears and bars as well. It's not like I particularly need that. Right, whoop, wrong button. Alright, go back to the Southern Frontier. And click on Burn Moth. And of course, get all the steel. Alright, so... Yeah. Oh, the Ancient Ruins. Check it out. Look at that. The dude has respawned, and there's another guy here too. Double trouble even. Vehicles. Where's my tank killers? Hey, you know, actually, there is another formation that can be used where you just use a bunch of these. It's a very free-to-play friendly formation, I guess. You don't need like any tanks frontline or any tank killers, which are arguably pretty expensive as far as it goes. 2 dodges. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna retry that. 1 dodge, that's way better. Alright, a little bit of frontline damage. Another single dodge. I think that this thing would be easier to kill sometimes, but you know, that's a couple of really good crits. So, gear supply +20. Now, as for the Ancient Sentinel, that is gonna be the 11th kill / clear / attempt or whatever. The 11th battle. Boss number 11. However, I do the, you know, the way I do all the formation, the videos, yeah. So until that time, let's see, do I wanna rank those right now? No, I kind of just want to do these. Because these are gonna need to be R6 probably, if possible. And what better way to make them R6 than to just take them into every encounter? Precisely what I was thinking. Take them into every encounter. Now if I take them into every encounter, set it like 12 times now. Amazing, right? So the plan is to actually do multiple things released today rather than just a Boss 11 video. Because I want to talk about some of the boss strike stuff. I mean, I could talk about some of the boss strike stuff here in this one, but this one is, like, you know, part 250 something. I don't know. So it's definitely not going to be out before the boss strike. Definitely not going to be out before the boss strike. So if I do, you know, dedicated video, then that will be out before the boss strike. How interesting, right? Before the laser attack, yes indeed. Thank you, game. More SP. More SP. You know what's interesting, right? Is the amount of SP I have found thus far off of solely the critters and stuff. It's put like a good chunk of the ranged fragments total SP that it's got. So I have kind of been avoiding doing Bigfoot country with it whenever possible. Mostly because it's, you know, it's Bigfoot country. Everyone knows how that place is. Well, maybe not everyone, but anyone who has seen it. So I guess that's like maybe not a huge amount of people. Maybe not a huge amount of people? Yeah, probably not. Nice fire burn. So gotta kill some more raptors. I'll finish these two off like so. Like so. I got a couple more to clear. I am quite happy to have the ranged frag, honestly, because it makes these teeth farming sessions and stuff go all that much faster. I mean, it would go pretty much the same with like just the maulers or some other units too, but I don't know. It feels like it's better than just using other units to me. Even if that's not the case, I will stand by it. Even if it's not the case, yeah. I am kind of like speed running through the encounters here though. Probably because I want to. So the faster I get these encounters done, right? The faster I have gotten them done. It's just that good. The elemental troop was pretty good for these encounters as well. But I have not got the ability to currently be using it. Because it's waiting to promote. as is the way of things. So, just gonna finish off the mammoths. The standard formation. So that one's dead. Dead to the fire burn. This one will die to the laser burn, maybe? No? Okay. Good crit there, though. Go for the checker strike this time. You know, it's interesting, right? Someone asked if this was like an auto battle sort of game, like the units battle and do their thing themselves. And I can see how that might look like that if I'm like speed running through it all. Or maybe I've just like really optimized my clicking. I don't know. But I thought that was interesting. Definitely a perspective I had not thought of before. That it could just look like that, you know? I don't know. But no, unfortunately, this is not automatic. It is very much manual. I don't know if it's actually unfortunate, because automatic would mean that I'd have to like leave this thing running quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Automatic might sound good, but it'd probably be pretty bad in practice. Sort of like how a naval boss strike would go. You'd be like, oh wow, automatic, that sounds cool. Well no, right? You'd be like, oh wow, navy boss strike, that sounds cool. But then, you know, in practice, let's see if I find a good demonstration wave here. I'll go to the world map. You know, navy boss strike sounds cool, right? But then, you know, in practice, we get something like this, right? See if the game wants me to actually prove my point here, or if it's just gonna do this amazing thing where I win effortlessly. It'll probably prove my point or something here. Maybe I'll have to do another battle. Okay, I guess that's that, but whatever. If I go and fight another one of these, though, this is slightly less good of a formation. So a navy boss strike would probably end up being like, you know, 4 waves of exactly this sort of thing here. This looks like it's about the right amount of units to be in a navy boss strike. More specifically, there's no real blocking in this as far as combat is concerned. I mean, I guess Navy boss strike with the Sovereign Navy would be less bad than a boss strike with the Reef Bandits, of course, because the Reef Bandits, they're like guaranteed to do mega damage with their power boats. Here's this is at 449, and this is at 895. Or no, this is a 372, and this is a 750. So losing like about half of a unit's total hit points in the first, or in only one wave, and then multiply that by 4 waves. You know, it gets bad really quickly. I don't know. It gets bad very quickly. Yeah. But maybe not as quickly as against the Reef Bandits. That gets bad within the first wave, or sooner. Anyway, it's time to turn this on, get some arts and crafts, check out my stuff there that doesn't really matter at this point, I guess, I don't know. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the Ancient Ruins, right? Now I'm going to head into this fight. I'm going to look at this fight, right? Very closely, very intently. And then what I'm going to say is I'm going to be like, if you want to see this actual fight, you better watch fuck, what was it called? Yeah. Ancient Sentinel Boss Clear 11, the video. Yeah,